This is a reading for Capricorn from the full moon until the new moon. So from the 5th of May to the 19th of May. So I'm going to shuffle your cards, and I'm going to be using my favourite deck, which is the Tarot of Prague. So just going to lay down your 10 cards. Right, the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. Your card is the Page of Wands in the reversed position. Getting quite a lot from this card. I do get stagnation here. I'm also sensing there's some blockages as well. There's something getting in the way of where you are now and where you want to kind of sort of get to. Okay, there's a strong sense of the need to be more in touch with your spiritual side, your creative side. Okay, but there's something getting in the way. There's a lot of kind of darkness. I'm also sensing this negative energy around you. It's coming across as being feminine, extremely toxic, extremely negative. Okay, so it could well be there's someone around you who doesn't want you to succeed, someone who's very jealous of you. I'm also getting like this vision of a plant, okay, and it's in a room and it's grown to the ceiling. It's got nowhere else to grow. Okay, you've got a choice. Okay, either put a hole in the ceiling, so deal with the situation where you are, or actually move the plant somewhere else, or actually just move away from the situation. Okay, it's gone on far too long here. Okay, I do sense there's a lot of like manipulation. It's been holding you back. So what it's saying really is you either need to deal with the situation differently. Okay, just say how you feel. Okay, rather than holding it in, or just completely let go and just move away from the situation. Okay, there's nothing in between. Okay, but at the moment you do feel damned if you do, damned if you don't, and stuck between a rock and a hard place. But you need to do something. The worst place is to be in the middle here. Okay, and you've been in like the middle for too long, and all it does is just keeps you stuck where you are. You could well have had some upsetting news recently as well. Okay, I do sense you feeling very emotional about something, which could be to do with a passing or around a relationship situation here. Okay, the card crossing is the Five of Pentacles. So 5 is always a number of conflict. Okay, so again it's this pushing and pulling, this blowing hot and cold, some arguments. It could well be some problems here around a money or a work situation, but it's saying that something needs to change here. And what I get is like this vision of this person on crutches, and you're walking next to them dressed in rags. Okay, they're holding you back. Okay, you put on your glad rags and move away from the situation. These crutches will be thrown up in the air, and then this person will come after you, but not in the sense of anything dangerous, but more in the sense they'll beg you to come back, or they'll beg you to change your mind. Okay, and then you'll put yourself into a position where you can choose. Okay, it's taking back power around the situation, whereas before there's a strong sense you were letting someone else choose all the time. You were being taken for granted. Okay, you were leaving things to circumstances. Okay, so this is kind of what's getting in the way. You need to take a risk. You need to put your best foot forward. You need to move away from this situation, and once you let go, what's yours starts coming towards you anyhow, and then you can choose. Yeah, you control the situation rather than letting the situation control you. So in the past, coming to the present, I've got the Three of Swords reverse. Could well have been a love triangle situation here, but I most certainly feel this third party, this feminine energy. Again, it's coming in. It's been going on for quite a while here. Okay, just very toxic, and it's very much this feeling of planting negative seeds in people's heads as well. Just very controlling behaviour. But since the card is reversed and it's more recent, there is a sense of you thinking about moving away. Okay, you've had enough. Okay, there's been a lot of frustrations. Okay, you've been full of a lot of fear here. Okay, but you've got to a point now where you're kind of sort of ready to let go and move forward from the situation, or to change the way you deal with the situation. You're kind of at that point now, and it could well be that something was revealed recently, something came out of the woodwork that caused you a lot of distress. Okay, and you thought enough is enough. You know, it's like someone has used enough rope to hang themselves. That's what I get here. Okay, they've revealed so much, so it's just become so obvious to you what they're really like. So looking more forward, okay, that's good. I've got the Page of Pentacles here. It's very much about you taking back control of the situation here. Okay, so rather than the world being on your shoulders, okay, it's very much this feeling of being in the palm of your hand. So it clearly shows you controlling the situation rather than the situation control you. Okay, and it could well be they beg to come back, or they beg to do things differently here. Okay, and you're in a position where you can actually choose. Okay, you may choose not to, or you may choose to. Okay, but it's your choice now. It's not you asking someone else to choose. Could also be improvements here, I feel, around money situation, a work situation, or more security around the home. I just see you reading up on something here as well. It could well be you're going to study something here, and I just feel something practical which you're going to learn. So the card in the goal position is the Justice. Yeah, I mean, injustice, that's what I get here. Okay, you've been treated extremely unfairly. What I'm also getting here is like elephant in the room. So as I was saying earlier, it is very much this feeling that, they've made it more and more obvious. Okay, maybe you've chosen not to see it, or you've been ignoring it. It's a bit like sometimes you look for that pen which you find behind your ear, or you look for the glasses everywhere and then you realise that you're wearing them. Okay, but it's just that things become so obvious that it kind of sort of stares you in the face, and you actually see things for how they really are. It could well be that you have felt bogged down and you haven't been able to see the wood for the trees, but I just sense you kind of just stepping back, seeing things for how they really are. Okay, and then things coming back into balance. You're wanting things to come back into balance. Okay, things have been very unfair here, and also it's about something was revealed here which caused you a lot of distress. So very much confirmation. Yeah, I mean, I got the King of Cups in the reverse position in the subconscious. Okay, this is deep within yourself. Okay, you've been feeling extremely emotional about what's been going on here. Okay, I do feel that again, a third party, someone who's very kind of sort of jealous of what you have. Okay, they're very jealous of you. They're trying to trip you up in a sense. Okay, it could well be they've been spreading some lies, about you. Okay, but the feeling here is that they can't do anything. And all you're going to do is just move away from the situation. That's what I feel here. Okay, and that will kind of sort of change the energies, and then things will come back into balance for you, because you have tried to let go in the past, and then you kind of sort of got so far, and then you just slip back into your sea of emotions. But I just sense you being a lot stronger because it's so obvious to you. It's like there's nothing to go back to because everything's kind of sort of uncovered. So the next card is, it's the advice card. It's a death card. It's very much just saying what I just said. Basically, it's the end. It's time to move away from the situation. And in fact, you put yourself in a win-win situation, because when you let go, what's yours always comes in anyhow. Okay, so letting go, you move forward, put on your glad rags. They'll start coming towards you. I'll beg for your forgiveness, or beg for you to come back in some respect, and then you can choose. Okay, so it really does put you in a strong position here. It's very much also this feeling of out with the old, in with the new, burning dead wood to clear a way forward as well. So on the outside, already things are shown to come back into balance. Things are unbalanced here with the Justice card reversed, but with the Temperance card, this is around you now. May not be apparent, okay, because you've been working a lot on yourself. You've been putting out a lot of wishes, prayers to the universe about this. Okay, and there is a bit of a time lag. Okay, so even though it's there, it's waiting for you in a spiritual sense to match up, on the earth plane. There is this kind of sort of time delay, but it's happening. Okay, and you will notice big changes here over the next 2 weeks and beyond. Okay, there's also a bit of advice. It's kind of take things slowly. Don't go in too fast, too soon. If you go too fast, you miss things. Okay, so to get somewhere faster, it's a bit of a paradox. You need to slow down, because then you can see what you need to do, and then you get to where you want much faster and much more efficient. Next card is your hopes and your fears, which is the Page of Swords reversed. I do actually sense you do fear this person. That there may be more than one person, but I'm getting this feminine, this negative, this toxic energy, but they can't do anything. that's what I get here. They can't do anything, okay? But it's like these mind games. They've been planting seeds in your head and just very controlling, kind of sort of like manipulation. But the feeling here, they can't do anything. And what I feel here with you is you are going to draw a line in the sand and you are going to move forward from this situation. I do sense you're going to receive some news you've been waiting on, something quite official, which I feel could be written like through the letterbox, or it could be like an email, but it's just coming across as being quite official and some news which you're waiting on. It's actually good news, I feel here. And then the final card is the outcome card, which is the Eight of Swords, which very much does sum up everything I've been saying here in the reading. It's very karmic. There's been a lot of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold around you. You've tried to let go, you're kind of sort of dragged back. But with the Eight of Swords, it shows this person, it's you, you're tied up, you're blindfolded, these swords in front of you, there's your fears there as well. But that rope is actually very, very loose. It can just drop off, just move a little bit, and it will just drop off. You're gaining confidence, you can take the blindfold off, and you actually see there's a way around these swords here. So what it's saying is that things are very much in your hands here, and the overall feeling is of you kind of sort of letting go, moving forward, and then what's yours will come in. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee into my crystal shop. Thank you.